Good morning, all. This is the first day of FDP on a DevOps approach Docker with blockchain. As a resource person, this is Sonali Esdas. I'm welcoming you all for today's session. Now let's move towards the first slide. Now, let's see what is the meaning of Docker. As you all of you can see, the Docker has been represented by a logo which is very friendly, looks like a very nice well, blue color well, and this is the logo of the Docker. What is the real meaning of the Docker? It is actually one open source software platform which is facilitates the deployment applications inside software containers. So now what is that container means? The containers will contain all the varieties of library functions and other dependencies, and it's going to deploy everything as one package system. So generally, this open source software platform, which is also known as Docker, it is going to create, deploy, and manage all the virtual application containers. And this container will contain all the libraries, dependencies, and going to make it as one package and going to deploy. So if I'm not wrong, this is basically the functionality which is enabled by the resource isolation features of the Linux kernel. And also it provides a very user-friendly API on it. And the first version of this Docker has come up in 2013, and after that it really extremely, it was very popular, and till now it is being widely with many of the big players like your Spotify, eBay, many of the things. So now, and also one more thing I want to highlight here, it uses only single operating system. Now let's go to the next slide where we can see the diagram of the build, ship, and run, which is provided by the Dockers. And here we can see, as it is a DevOps approach, here this side you can see it is a developer side, this side it is a operational side. And here there are three terminologies has been used. That is, the first one is build, the second one is going for the shipping, the last one is going for the run. So this build, actually it is going to work on the development environments where development environments, and the shipping is going to work for your secure content and collaborations, where we are going to send all our Docker files. And then lastly, we are going to deploy, manage, and scale on the running terminology. Now let's see what is a build command, how it is going to build build in the side of your development environments. So here actually it is used for an image from a Docker file, but this build command will be using to run the same directory as a Docker file. So whenever one image will be built, the commands, this command will get executed inside the Docker file. And the operating system which has been installed along with this package has to be required in the Docker container. Because of this, the Docker image will take up the large amount of space. So here, to use all these commands, there is a Docker toolbox in the development side. All the developers are going to utilize this Docker build command and going to forward to our ship ship environment. And inside the ship, all the data values are going to be very securely encrypted, and it is going to be collaborated here, and again it is going to forward it to our to the deployment session. And once the data values has been reached in the Docker data center, it is going to be deployed, and it is going to manage and going to scale towards the deployment side. Now let's move to the next slide. Let's follow the slides. You can see here one diagram is there, and where you can see like a one developer is saying like, no, the code is working in my developer system. Why it is not working in testing environment system? Now, why it is happening? This is a big question. Why it is going through that? Actually, the Docker has a very basic issues of an applications working on the same platform but not working on the different platform. So how we are going to resolve these issues? Before answering this question, let me understand you people to know where this Docker operates. As the ma'am has already suggested you, like in software engineering lifecycle, the developments are like requirements, design, development, deployment, and testing, release, and the maintenance part. Now, actually, this Docker plays really a very vital role in this entire workflow. But mainly it will be useful for your deployment side. So now how it is going to be used in your deployment side? It makes actually the process of this application very easy and efficient, and resolves a lot of issues related to this deploying application side. This is actually the brief about the Docker deployment, how it is working and all. But till now, actually, we are in the same stage where the code is not working in development side, and in development side it is working, and in the production side why it is not working, and why if we are changing the code from one system to another system, why it is happening. So we are in the same stage now also. So now, as you know that the Docker actually it is a first leading container platform. Remember the word, it is a very fast leading container platform. Let's understand it is in a very simpler way. What is software? As we know that it's just like a single piece of code where entire software stack rise. If I will talk about the typical softwares, then it is consist of your front-end components and back-end workers and the databases and some library dependencies and all. These softwares actually it will be working on different wide range of platforms where it will looks very complex, but everything will be dependent on each other's. Actually, I don't want to mess up your thinkings, but this is the real truth about the softwares. Everything will be dependent on each other, to work on the process. Now, this software component should be compatible with your hardware components where the application has to run. How it will be. Now, how to solve this problem? If we will consider, let's consider one example. Let's consider about the shipping industry. What they used to do, they have to transport different goods having different size, shape, and requirements to different organizations. Now, how to handle all these things at a time? Let's consider if you are the manager, how you are going to do it. First, you have to find out the trucks to be, how many trucks to be used, and packaging system, the export labors, the shipping mediums, etc. and all. Once you will solve with this problem, then only you can come out with the another things and all, how to ship. But in this, how to solve this problem, we cannot, it is very difficult to find out in individual things and all to send any of the goods to any of the other organizations. So how we are going to do it? Let's use a container where we can pack the goods very safely. Maybe you can transport through the air or water or by road. No need to worry about all these things. Now, how to solve this problem? By using this Docker. Actually, the Docker is like no tool designed to make it very easy to deploy and run applications by using the containers. Now, this container will allow the developer to pack up an applications with all the parts in the sense you will have the libraries, dependencies, and ship it all as a package. So when we will consider about the package, it has to be loaded with all these parts. Let's consider all those things, like it will be library, dependencies, and all the things has to be packed together, put it into the containers, and you have to ship it. Now imagine this container will take care of all your applications. You are no need to worry about all these things. The container has to take care of your applications, libraries, and the dependencies, and this Docker will take care of your shipping from one platforms to another platforms in a very standard way. I hope you have got a little idea how this Docker and the container are related to each other. The container will take care of your applications, libraries, and the dependencies, whatever your code requires. And the Docker will take care of your shipping all these things through the platform from one platform to another platform. Now, in this way,
in this way, the developer now, what is the job of your developer? Now only he has to think about his code and pack it together with all the dependencies, libraries, and the applications, and just send it through the Dockers. Now Dockers will take care of all these running methodologies in all the possible platforms. The Docker has to take care of all these things, and in the production side, when it will be reaching, you can find out all the codes will be running. So in this way, we have to solve the issues of the developers, and how to send the any programs to the other side to work it out.